You landed the job. The customer paid the invoice. So why didn't you make the profit you expected? The answer probably isn't one big mistake. It's a dozen little ones. Today we're talking about the hidden profit leaks that quietly drain your business every single day. Most business owners I talk to are busy. They're booked out, they've got a great reputation, they're doing everything right. But when they actually sit down and look at their numbers, something doesn't quite add up. The profit doesn't match the effort, and it's usually not a sales problem. It's a visibility problem. I'm Shannon Howard. I work with HVAC owners, electricians, plumbers, and contractors to uncover hidden profit, fix those leaks, and help you keep more of what you earn. This is Profit Isn't an Accident. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Profit Isn't an Accident, the podcast where we help contractors and service-based business owners just like you keep more of what they earn. I'm your host, Shannon Howard, founder of Denali Edge Consulting. Every day, I work with contractors, electricians, plumbers, HVAC companies, and other service business owners across the country to help them uncover hidden profit, improve cash flow, and build businesses that create freedom, not just more work. And if there's one thing that I've learned, it's this. Most businesses don't lose money because of one catastrophic mistake. They lose it a little at a time. 1 hour here, one missed change over there, one forgotten material charge, one callback, one job that ran a little longer than expected. None of those things seem like a big deal by themselves. But if you stack hundreds of those decisions together over the course of a year, and suddenly you're asking, how are we this busy and we're still not making any money? That's what we're talking about today, because profit rarely disappears overnight. It leaks quietly, consistently, until one day you finally notice your bank account doesn't match all the hard work your team has been putting in. Here's something I wish business owners understood. Profit isn't won or lost when you send the invoice. It's won or lost throughout the entire life of the job. Think about everything that happens before you ever collect payment. Sales promises something that the field wasn't expecting. The estimate missed a few labor hours. Materials get ordered twice. The crew makes an extra trip because something was forgotten. The office schedules 2 jobs an hour apart that are 45 minutes away from each other. Nobody documents the customer's change request. The invoice gets sent in 2 weeks late. The customer pays 30 days after that. And every one of those things costs money. None of them show up with a flashing warning light for you either. And that's what's making them dangerous to your business. They're invisible until they're not. And I always tell clients, your P&L is the scoreboard, but the game is won long before those financial statements are printed. One of the biggest profit leaks I see isn't in accounting. It isn't in operations. It isn't in sales. It's in the handoffs. The office thinks that the field knows. The field assumes the office knows. Sales promises something operations never heard about. And accounting doesn't receive proper paperwork for weeks. Nobody is intentionally creating problems. They're just working in silos. And every time information gets dropped, profit gets dropped with it. And I tell clients that profit is a team sport. Your estimator affects profitability. Your dispatcher affects profitability. Your technicians, your office manager, your bookkeeper affects profitability. Even the person answering the phones affects your profitability. Every decision either protects your margin or erodes it. And that's why systems matter. That's why communication matters. And that's why processes matter. Not because they make your business more organized, but because they make it profitable. So here's your challenge this week. Don't look for one giant problem. Look for 5 small ones. I want you to ask yourself, where do we redo work? Where do our jobs get delayed? Where do we forget to bill? Where do our materials get wasted, and where do crews wait around? Where do approvals get stuck, and where do invoices sit? Where do customers ask for things that never get documented? And you'll probably find several answers within the first 15 minutes. And here's the exciting part. You don't have to fix everything. Sometimes eliminating just one or two profit leaks can dramatically improve your bottom line. Because remember this, profit isn't usually lost because of one terrible decision. It's lost through hundreds of tiny ones. The businesses that consistently grow aren't perfect. They're simply committed to finding and fixing the leaks before they become floods. So if today's episode challenged you, or at least made you think differently about your business, share it with another business owner, because chances are they're losing money in the same places that they haven't even considered. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Profit Isn't an Accident. And until next time, remember, revenue feeds your ego and profit feeds your family. If this hit, there is a reason. Most businesses aren't broken. They just don't have clear visibility into where the money's actually going. So if you want help finding it, grab my free Profit Edge playbook or book a quick session with me. You'll find everything in the show notes. And if you haven't already, follow the show so you don't miss what's next.